You are listening to Taken by the Mobster, Book 1 of the Massachusetts Mafia. Written by Mimi Francis. Narrated by Jeremy Bartelt. Published by Four Horsemen Publications, Incorporated. Copyright Mimi Francis, 2024. All rights reserved. Dedication. For my dark romance trope-loving eldest daughter, Ariana. I love talking books with you and getting excited about authors. I love it when you tell me, "Mommy, you should write an insert trope here book." You give me all the good ideas, and I hope someday I can write them all. I love you. Irish words. Macushla, my darling. Gershel, gangster. Fornyart, enforcer. Chapter 1. Olivia. Olivia checked the clock on the wall for the 5th time. 15 minutes until the bank closed its doors for the day. Whenever the door opened, the sounds of the outside world invaded the bank, and the crisp, clean, cold air from outside swirled through the room. She pushed her dark brown hair behind her ear with one finger and looked around the dimly lit bank. There were only a few customers left. Most of them were the usual closing time customers. It wouldn't take long to help them with their transactions. Her boss, Mr. Ingalls, walked by with a slight frown, tapped the face of his watch, and twirled his finger at Olivia in a move-it-along gesture. He was eager to close the bank. Ever since his wife became ill, the day couldn't end soon enough for him. She was his priority. Olivia would have preferred to stay, if only to avoid another night alone in her shitty motel room, mourning the loss of her life and the family she loved. Not that the motel was home. Home was Massachusetts, and she couldn't go back there right now, or ever. The tiny bell over the door chimed, signaling the arrival of another customer. The owner of the gas station across the street, one of her regulars, came in to make his daily deposit. A rush of cold fall air followed him inside, making her shiver. She saw the shadows from nearby buildings stretching out into the street, growing noticeably longer as night encroached. Olivia straightened her shoulders and put on her best smile for her customer. "Good evening, Mr. Sewell." Her own voice sounded falsely bright to her ears. Mr. Sewell didn't seem to notice. "Billy, please, Mrs. Miller," he scolded. "Please, call me Billy." Olivia nodded and smiled. She made quick work of his daily deposit. He would be eager to get home. It was one transaction she didn't take her time doing. Mr. Sewell smiled and winked at her before scurrying out the door with purposeful intent, perhaps hurrying home to his wife and young daughter. Olivia felt a pang of jealousy that he got to see his family. The click of the key turning in the lock on the bank doors made her heart ache with loneliness. She refrained from sighing and focused on counting her cash drawer before securing it in the safe. She walked with her boss to the back door, where Olivia put on her jacket and blue scarf while listening to Mr. Ingalls, nodding in all the appropriate places while already dreading her lonely evening. "You're sure you'll be all right with closing next week?" Mr. Ingalls inquired as he held the back exit door open for her. "I understand it's a lot to ask." "I'll be fine, Mr. Ingalls." Olivia slipped on her gloves before stepping outside. "It's the least I can do. Margaret will be happy to have you home early. Please don't worry. I'm happy to help." Mr. Ingalls squeezed her arm. "What would I do without you, Olivia? Thank you for everything." They said their goodbyes for the evening. Olivia turned to walk the short distance to the motel, only a few blocks from the bank. Despite the cold, she took her time. She was in no hurry to lock herself in her depressing room. Unfortunately, she could only walk so slowly, so it wasn't long before she reached the fast food restaurant on the corner across the street from the motel. She stopped to get herself some chicken nuggets and a salad, and she headed to the room she'd rented in the far corner of the motel, situated well away from the street. Olivia
Sample complete. Ready to continue?